I found out after the 20 to 30 minutes assessment that I am an Imagineer. And
Yeah.
that's exactly what I imagined myself to be. And as a result, Sherlock is sending me questions in a way that was very easy for me to understand. And it's very motivating because it's basically mapping to the way that I guess I perceive certain values and how I am able to be motivated correctly and most effectively. I would like to
Yeah.
challenge and throw a question back to both of you that do you believe that it's possible to remap, re-engineer, or reprogram ourselves so that we can be more evenly distributed or to change the way that we think and process?
So Sherlock stays away from reprogramming because we don't normally use that term. What you could do with whole brain is look at other opportunities within the quadrants. And like I said, it gives you choices. The reason for that is, Faye, the moment we give this sense to anybody that we're going to rewire or reprogram, people become very resistant to change. People are resistant to change. So whole brain thinking does not include that a person will rewire or reprogram. What it does is it gives you that tool. So it's a tool which that enables you to leverage your whole brain. Now, there is always a very high chance that a person will continue to prefer their default thinking. Like, for example, Faye, you said you are R1. Now, that's not going to change for you because that's what you prefer. That gives you energy. And we don't want to take that away from anybody. Whole brain doesn't do that because there is no right or wrong in whole brain. Now, whole brain helps you optimize your brain profile to what you want to achieve. Now, say, for example, you're raising funds. Now, if you're raising funds for your business, Faye, and you want investors coming in, for example, and you're an R1, like you said, you're going to give them a whole tall story about your vision, and you're going to try and get them to imagine. Now, if you do not know or understand that at that moment an investor is more in an L1 zone, they're going to analyze your story. They're going to want more data. And if you give them that big picture, airy-fairy stuff, they're not going to get impressed. Now, whole brain, that's where whole brain comes in. Now that you have knowledge of whole brain, you're going to stop and say, no, in this meeting, I'm going to be more in the L1 quadrant, which is more realistic, more objective, more data oriented. I'm going to give them very hard information because that's what they expect. Now, your possibility of winning or closing or nailing the deal is way higher than by just staying with your preferred quadrant. Now, do you get what I mean? So whole brain has not rewired you. It's not reprogrammed you. What's done is, hey, I have another option here. It's like surfing Netflix. You like a theme, you say you like thrillers, and there you go, you're looking for thrillers, but you keep jumping into drama and some dark pieces and all of that. And then you stop. I'm in the mood for this. But the point is, you will still continue to love thrillers. That's your first choice. That's what you prefer. People veer towards one of these quadrants or two quadrants mostly in response to either others or decisions that they make in communication, like I said, making choices, making strategies. They lean towards their quadrant. Now, what does that do? That does not bring out the best in terms of the decisions or the effectiveness of a person because they are actually restricting themselves and boxing themselves in what they unconsciously prefer, what they've been conditioned to, which means they shut down exploring opportunities if they were to leverage the other quadrants once they get a sense and awareness of what these quadrants are. End of the day, it gives you a choice. So whole brain gives you a choice of leveraging other quadrants. Yeah. Very powerful. Columbia University is one of the universities I know of because both Pooja and I went through Columbia University's premier coaching program. And this is one of the most well-grounded research-based program around. And it's a long, intensive year-long program. They are one of the universities who recommend and who also encourage and they're advocates of whole brain in terms of organization development, people development. Yeah. So hence that becomes a very important piece for Sherlock. And it's tried and tested. People move really fast. They get more choices. Yeah. So that's what whole brain is in a nutshell, real nutshell. Like I said, there is no end to it. But that I think gives a perspective of what we're trying to do.